Welcome into a championship edition of Roundball Roundup. I'm AJ Feldman. He's Carl Jones.
That's right. The bow ties are on, the bricks are out, and 16 teams will be cutting down nets by the end of this weekend.
That is right. And tonight we start our evening in the new Class AAA. The Franklin boys looking for their first title in over 2 decades, taking on the Cardiac Kids from UPrep. A championship would be the 15th for the Bulldogs, 3rd for the Griffins. After a slow start, UPrep finds their groove in the second. Javion Sampson, the three-point play. Griffins up 4 at the half. To the third, UPrep driving again with a purpose. Gavin White, 10 in the third alone. Later on in the quarter, Bulldogs trying to find their rhythm. Colin McCullough from beyond the arc. That made it a three-point ball game. But UPrep goes on a run. Keon Manigault's contorting his body every which way. Griffins build their lead up to 16 points. Franklin trying to stop the momentum. Isaiah Carruthers does just that, 3 points the hard way. But the Griffins, a fine-tuned machine. Quick ball movement to Nikos Mack. Beyond the arc and the foul, UPrep up 20 after a 32-point quarter. And in the fourth, a coronation. Jermel Cotton, the slam for 2 of his game-high 24. Dominant for UPrep, 83-65, their first title since 2020.
Did not see that one coming. To the B2 finals. Avon looking to make it 4 trips in the last 5 tries, taking on Marcus Whitman. Second quarter, game knotted at 25, but not for long. Miles Prendergrass nails the tray ball, 3 of his team-high 14. But the rest of the frame belonged to Avon's Trevor Stroud. He said he's the can man and anybody can get it. 9 straight points. The Riverhawks led by 5 at the break. Then we go to the third. The Wildcats now down 12. The big fella, Taruku Blue Eye, doing his part down low. Strong bucket to keep them in it. But then final moments of the third. Stroud from the parking lot. Folks, he was acting up on this Friday night. Avon up 13 into the fourth. And they kept going. Josh Harder slashing and dashing. He had 16, but the MVP was Mr. Stroud. He was deep in his bag, and I'm talking about that Louis Vuitton, that real expensive stuff. Game high, 29 for the junior. Avon gets the dub, 69-47, their 10th brick in program history.
We'll go to Class B2. The Seneca Falls faithful cheering on Minders Academy against top-seeded Hornell. First half winding down. Jake Prane, the fadeaway J to beat the buzzer, giving Minders the lead at the break. To the fourth, Hornell down 6 with 3 to play. Wyatt Evingham from distance makes it just a 3-point game. After a timeout, Blue Devils break the press. Griffin Hillemeyer going up strong, hits the deck. That's a championship game face card. Back the other way, though. Gennaro Pico scoops it in for the hoop and the harm. The lead cut to just 3 once again. But with 2 minutes to play, Alan Plummer setting up shop in the paint. Too tough. Down low. Minders gets the win, 68-59, their first brick since 2017.
To the girls' slate, Bloomfield and East Rochester squaring off in the C1 final. My kicks of the night go to Gianna Romick. Just loving those Easter colors right there. We go to the second quarter. Bloomfield rolling. Lily Bauman showing off the nice touch. Bloomfield up 15 at the half. But ER, well, they got the Eldridge sisters, so you know they're going to fight back. First, Anaya, floater in the lane. Then a bit later in the third, Zariah, the big sis. She's going to say, hold up, that is just way too much space. ER cut the deficit all the way to 5, so we head to the fourth. Annie Dodge is a baller, and she will not be denied. First, pull up mid-range J. Then Bloomfield trying to put this one on ice with about 2 minutes to play, and Dodge just does just that. Bloomfield gets the win, 49-39, their first title in 17 years.
And a packed house for the C2 final. Keuka up against Dundee Bradford. We go to the good stuff. Less than 2 to go. Dundee Bradford down 2. Trying for the tie off a miss. Michaela Schaffner does just that, tying things up 45 all. Less than a minute to play. Keuka down 1. Braylon Issaman, the tough finish in traffic. They take the lead. But just 15 seconds later, Kendall Parker step back, calling bank and calling game. The long 2 gives them the lead that they hold on from there. Dundee Bradford wins 51-47, their first ever sectional title as a combined program.
Coming up tomorrow on Roundball Roundup, the fun continues with 11 sectional titles being handed out on the biggest day of hoops of the year.
And the main events, both in Class AA. The girls' side, Hilton and Victor, emerging from a daunting bracket to play for a brick, while the Victor boys continue their state title defense as they take on undefeated Athena.
I cannot wait, but the fun isn't just on the course tomorrow. The 3 Section 5 hockey teams play in the state tournament, while swimming, cheerleading, and track have their state tournaments all across New York State.
We will be the only station in town bringing you all the action. For Carl Jones, I'm AJ Feldman. We gotta get some sleep. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow.